Me too. I'm also in here. Oop, my camera is way over. I would blame someone for moving all the stuff around on my desk when they decided they wanted to unplug a refrigerator or a air conditioner. But honestly, I have plugged it in and unplugged it again since then. So not the end of the world. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. We have something very, very important to pull off today. We have to come up with the November Patreon sticker and print theme. I have absolutely nothing planned on this at all whatsoever, if I'm being completely honest. I kind of wanted to leave it open. And here's the thing is November is a 5 Saturday month. Which means we need 6 sticker designs. Not that I will be, going to the market in November. The market ends on October 31st. But just to keep the weekly going, I'm going to do all Saturdays. So, hype. That's right. Get that hype train running. Do you have the ability to hype me now? That was a thing that YouTube was bringing in. So when we look at the calendar, we got 11/2, 11/9, 11/16, 11/23, 11/30, and the November monthly sticker. It was 80. It was pretty close to that today here. It's 78 here right now. It is not fall in my book. So I have no real plan for today. I kind of had this idea of the things I know that come up in November, the stuff that people would be surprised if I didn't just throw up on the list, like thankfulness, and turkeys. And of course, if we're all being honest, mass consumerism. And to be 100% frank, these will go out in December, probably the first week of December, now that I no longer have to worry about the market and getting stuff ready for the market. So if people really wanted to, this would be the best month to put some Christmas crap in there. Or even, just to make sure you had it in time, maybe some New Year's stuff. So I know none of that really is all that cool or all that creative, but those are what is available to the world right now. So, take that, internets. Of course, just as I'm looking at the calendar, and I have a big giant reminder on my calendar, so I figured I'd go ahead and share it. November 5th, y'all. This year, when we say remember the 5th of November, we have a completely different meaning than trying to remember about terrorist rebellions in England. Every part of November that happens after my birthday is BS. That's fair. Does anything happen in November after your birthday? Like Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, all that good stuff. So Yeti Detective's birthday. We can put that on the list. that can go on the list for things that happen in November. For November time shares. Let's see. When I take a gander at the National Day calendar, what do I find? Well, it could be very stressful, or if you have access to it, you can go to a dispensary and make it a lot less stressful, which is probably what I will do. Yeah, Calzone has a Day of the Dead. That's true. Probably, if I'm being completely honest, I've done so many like zombies and skeletons and spookies this month. Might be a good like to step away from some of the Halloweeniness that's been going on. It might be time to take a step back. It's my job to reseal the veil between the living and the dead. Yeah, that's always what our friendship has been based on, as far as I was concerned. All right, daylight savings time ends in November. That's fun. Warren Harding's birthday is in November. Joe Biden's birthday is in November. I don't know who any of the rest of these people are. There is some cool stuff in November, but it's stuff like I feel like has been fairly heavily tread territory for me. Although National Cook Your Pets. Oh, cook for your pets. That's not nearly as much fun. I told Chunderbutt and Muppet Dog that I was going to set them up, or they're up their own Instagram accounts. And if their follower accounts got high enough that people started giving them money, I would strap action cams to them so people could have a POV cam. National Donut Day. There's a whole bunch of stuff actually. Oh no, those are all the 4th. So National Donut Day is also the 5th. So here is my recommended plan of action for those of you who are worried about stressing out on November 5th is go out and get done what you need to get done nice and early in the morning. Then swing by your local place where you can relax and find things that will help you relax all day long. And then go get 3 or 4 dozen donuts, head home, and then relax and eat the donuts, possibly while watching cartoons. National and World Adoption Days. That's pretty important. See, here's the thing, is that some of these things feel way too important for a dumb sticker I make. National Nachos Day is a good... What day of the month is Nachos Day? Because, hang on, we might have a thing going on here. Boop, 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 doop, boop. Because maybe it's time for more food dudes. Because we've got a donut and nachos so far in November. Just some stuff going on. Having a good time. Bunt cake. I don't eat cake. So I'm going to rant now. I hate cake. I know. I'm a big fat guy. I love candy. I love donuts. I love a lot of stuff. I don't like cake. And part of it is because I don't really like eating frosting on bread. See, to me, cake is just bread with too much sugar. And the only good type of cake is cheesecake. And cheesecake is actually a pie. I don't actually hate cake. I just don't eat cake. If I'm going to have a dessert bread, I would much rather have something like a donut or some good monkey bread or some pumpkin bread or some banana bread. I just don't like frosting, I guess. I would rather have glaze. Pickle day, sandwich day. Maybe I'm just hungry. Clean out your fridge day. So it really is just leftovers month. Because let's not forget that Thanksgiving in and of itself is a big feasting day. Actually, that's not. I'm just throwing this out there. We've got all these food days in November. What if we took that Thanksgiving feast idea and we took our food dudes from July that I know everybody. Well, I don't know if everybody enjoyed the food dudes, but a lot of people enjoyed the Cookout Crusaders. But what if we took that idea and just kind of ran with it and made November like Thanksgiving food dudes? Have you had babka? It's like if you made a cinnamon roll dough, but then stuffed a bunch into it like bread making pan, so you end up with babka. I've never sure. So actually, yes, the breaditarian who makes a sourdough at the market does that, and she does different types. So actually, one of hers that I've had is margarita pizza babka, and it was really good. So it was like the same concept. It was like a roll, but instead of using cinnamon like glaze and stuff, it was marinara sauce and cheese. It was very delicious. Shout out to the breaditarian. I think she has a website. I don't know what it is. But if you're ever in the Springfield, Missouri area and look into, like your bread on, your sourdough, I'm actually looking up her Instagram to see if it has a website on it right now. Breaditarian. She does have a website. It's a Square site. You can order online and pick up. So that's cool. Yeah. And she changes up her menu every couple of weeks. So yeah, shout out to the breaditarian. I just put the link in the chat. the-breaditarian.square.site if you are watching this at a later date. So yeah, Anything jumping out at anybody as a cool idea they want to explore more details on? Anything anybody's excited about other than it looks like a whole bunch of food days in November? I feel like it's unfair to like Nachos Day that it's in the same month as Thanksgiving. Like, whoever came up with that was not thinking very clearly. Of course, we've just been looking at the days. There's a whole lot of other stuff you can look at too. For anyone who is new to these brainstorm sessions and has never heard us talk about the days before, I'm using nationaldaycalendar.com is my website of choice. So yeah, we got Vanilla Cupcake Day, National Sundae Day, French Dip Day, Chicken Soup of the Soul Day, Pizza with the Works except Anchovies Day. That seems very specific. Indian Pudding, Spicy Guacamole, Raisin Bran Cereal, Spicy Hermit Cookie. There's so much food celebration in November. November truly is the chunkiest month. I'm pretty open to whatever, but the bonus food guy can be a villain known as the Carver. I vote yay on November food dudes, but they need to be on a different kind of adventure. That is a totally acceptable statement, right? Like, they don't have to be the same genre. They don't have to be fantasy. We could do, there's nothing that says that food dudes have to be an adventuring party for that matter. But you know, I love tabletop RPGs across the board. I'm especially fond of Cyberpunk. I think I'm pretty well known at this point in the community. Hey, Garrett, for being fond of Cyberpunk in particular. But there's all kinds of, they could be Wild West adventurers. They could be modern day detectives. I'm going to start spreading the rumor that National Nacho Day predated Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving was started by nacho haters. Oh, you should do that, and you know for a fact people will believe you. Okay, so we've got the Carver. Now, I hear a name like the Carver. I'm just going with it. It came up, I'm going with it. I hear a name like the Carver, and I think automatically like slasher villain. So that's where my mind goes. And if you're going to start with a slasher villain, you might as well fully embrace the terror. So, here is idea the first. What if our food dudes are all 20-something teenage counselors at a summer camp? Or a frat party, or, you know, what if there are a cast of people in a slasher film? It is time of year for darker movies. And if I'm being completely honest, like cartoon food people who are being killed by a slasher is totally as scary as I could probably handle. But we could go full on, just like, so this is kind of like, where I'm thinking here, this is kind of like taking the Cookout Crusaders and our Eldritch Breakfast Club and kind of merging those two concepts together. And maybe we Cabin in the Woods it, right? Like, we have each of the stereotypes from Cabin in the Woods represented as a different food. So like, I'm pulling up the list. Boop. Why can't I just have a list of the stereo TV tropes? There we go. TV tropes will handle us. Are they going to hide behind the chainsaws in the barn with only one entrance exit? Horror movie spoof. I like that commercial, but if I'm going to be okay, every time I see that commercial, I think Tucker and Dale did it better. If you're not familiar with the absolute masterpiece that is Tucker and Dale versus Evil, it is a movie in which Alan Tudyk and Tyler Labine play some like backwater redneck guys. I think they call themselves hillbillies in the movie. And they're going out to this cabin that they picked up real cheap on an auction, like an abandoned cabin. They're just going to fix it up and have it as like their hunting cabin or whatever. And while they're there, a group of college students stumbles upon them. And one of the college students convinces all of the other college students that Tucker and Dale are like serial killer hillbillies. And so they're trying to investigate / escape from them. And the college students are so horribly stupid and unlucky that they keep killing themselves. And the entire time, Tucker and Dale are like, why are these college kids killing themselves around us? It is one of the absolute greatest movies of all time. Nachos would be the stoner character played by Matthew Lillard. I'm writing it down. Stoner Nachos. And yeah, if we were going to dreamcast this movie, we could cast Matthew Lillard in it. His characters and voice work are unreal. I don't know if that statement is about Matthew Lillard or Alan Tudyk, but it applies to both, in my opinion. All right. Let's see. We can't tell you anything without spoiling the film. Popcorn is a Barrymore? Was Barrymore a specific type? I thought she was just a first victim. Unless we want to specifically tie some, because we have an extra sticker this month, so we could get some craziness. We could definitely, do we want to just flat out tie them to the cast of, oh, yours was about Alan Rickman. Yeah, okay, or Alan Tudyk. Yes. Alan Tudyk is one of my favorite people of all time. When I was watching Firefly as a youngin', I absolutely fell in love with him, and I have watched so many weird independent films that he has been in just because he was in them. Ironically, I've never seen Moana. His most famous work, where he voices a chicken that doesn't talk. I just remembered she was making popcorn. But you raise an interesting question: is do we want to tie them specifically to the original Scream cast? Like, do we want to connect that together? Because that can be fun, right? For those of you who do not know, and I'm going to PG-13ify the list, the characters in Cabin in the Woods are basically, and again, I'm PG-13ifying a rated R movie. We're going to go with the maiden, the athlete, the fool, the scholar, and let's say the, how do I PG-ify this word? The less prudish maiden. I supported his crowdfunding series Con Man, and my name is in the credits. That's awesome. Alan Tudyk voices Optimus Prime in Transformers Earthspark, which I really enjoy because I am 12. You know, man, you gotta be careful saying that you're 12 years old in this stream, because a not small portion of this audience is like actually teenagers. I don't think I've actually seen Scream since I was a teenager. So Scream does not actually use this list of characters. This is specifically the tropes identified by Joss Whedon for Cabin in the Woods. And also they were given their names based on like being an ancient ritual. But what I like about this is that there are 5 of them, and it's a 5 Saturday month. So it works out that way. And then our slasher, the Carver, can be our slasher. So, all in favor of going this route, say, sounds good to me. And everybody who wants to explore more Food Dude options, say, let's explore more Food Dude options in the chat. And we'll see where we are here in a little bit. Yeah, if anyone is watching this video at any point in the future, Yeti Detective wants you to watch all Transformers media you can get your hand on. He is the second largest Transformers fanboy I have ever met. And the first largest is only the first largest because he has spent a ridiculous amount of income on procuring a copy of every Transformer action figure. I would like to try to use foods with a designated day in November, as long as we can make it all work. I think that would be fun. So far, the only thing anyone's suggested is stoner nachos. And I can tell you, I will have fun drawing this. That's never been really a big issue for me. I will have fun drawing this, but sounds good to me. Okay. We're doing it. This is what we're doing. So we know that the stoner is the fool, because that's literally in the movie. They put extra drugs in his pie to make him dumber and dumber and dumber. So let's run down the list. Who's gonna be our maiden, our final girl? What food is the maiden? This is in the trope language supposed to represent the like purity of humanity and the Hestian virgins in the temple, or something like that. A Greek reference, justification. So, Yeti Detective just sent me an inappropriate joke that is not PG-13, so he didn't put it on the chat, but he direct messaged me, and my response is, there is a donut day in November. Oh, anyone who's an adult who wants to know the joke can track me down after the stream, and I'll share it with them. Or probably, I can almost guarantee you that it ends up on Blue Sky by the end of the night. What food in November? What November foods possibly represent some kind of purity? We got cinnamon, calzones, maybe it's a good idea to come up with the actual list of the foods. I can make that happen. Food days I saw are calzone bread. Why are you all of a sudden smooshed there? Cake, sandwich, candy, sundae. I think I saw a few more than that. But I'll just go down. I'm going to pull up a Notepad++ document. I'm setting this off to the side. We're moving the iPad out of the way. And I'll come over here and we'll change you to Notepad++. And starting at the top of the list and just running down. We've got National Cinnamon Day, National Calzone Day, Deep Fried Clams Day, Vinegar Day, does Bison Day count as food? Bison is a type of food. National Deviled Egg Day. Sandwich Day. French Toast Day. Candy Day. Because, I'm not above putting these all on a spinny sign and spinning to decide which one I use. I'm not above doing that. Bitter sweet chocolate with almonds day. Some of these national days get really nichey. Do we want to include drinks? Do we want to include National Harvey Wallbanger Day or National Cappuccino Day? Because those aren't really foods. Those are drinks. About National Scrapple Day. Oh, you know what? Also, if I do that, you guys might actually be able to see what I'm typing. Move it's cropped way over. There we go. There, you can see what I'm typing now. Vanilla Cupcake Day. Sunday Day. French Dip Day. Chicken. I'm not putting chicken soup for the soul day on there. Ooh, going back to nachos and drinks and pickles, the food could be theater or movie watching themed. That's cool. That's a good idea. So here is my hang up, and it's not really a hang up that I can't overcome. In my head, the carver was already some sort of turkey pilgrim, but definitely could be movie theater food. I'm not beyond that. Although, on the other hand, like, movie theaters are rapidly becoming like full restaurants. And we actually have movie theaters I don't know if there's one in Springfield like this, but I know there's one in Kansas City that is a full restaurant and bar that also shows movies. Spicy guacamole day. Pickle day. Raisin Bran cereal day. I think it would be really funny. Really, really funny to me to just do all Raisin Bran cereal. So is Alamo like that? Because I've never been to the Alamo. I thought it was, but I've never been there. Alamo Draft House. I didn't know if it was a full restaurant or just a bar. Carver C. Do something disappeared off my list. Oh no, my chat just caught up. Or just updated. I apparently missed. I feel like the maiden is corn on the cob because of the hair. I totally missed that. Carver is almost pizza cutter adjacent. Oh, that's true. That is true. One of these days is just National Fast Food Day. Butter. Homemade bread. The day after National Homemade Bread Day is National Take a Hike Day. Okay. I didn't even know you could delete a comment on YouTube chats. I don't know what Vichiswa is, but it looks like an onion cream soup from the picture. At this point, I'm pretty sure I'm just typing these days up to have something to do on the screen while we're talking. You know, a hike to the cabin in the woods. You got to burn off those calories, man. Cranberry Relish Day. It's a cold soup. I don't know. Oh, if I'm going to eat a cold soup, it's going to be breakfast cereal. So November 22nd is National Cranberry Relish Day. Whatever. That's fine. November 23rd is National Eat a Cranberry Day. Pick a day, cranberries. You can't have 2 days in a row. I won't allow that. That feels needy. One of these days is the National Parfait Day. And I probably will veto Parfait Day because I will be physically incapable of drawing a parfait without making a reference of that ogres are like onions. It's just that's who I am. Craft Jerky Day. So, not for nothing, but November 27th is National Bavarian Cream Pie Day. Also, November 28th is National Alan Day. And I don't think that's a day specifically about Alan Tudyk, but it is about someone named Alan. Like, that's like it says, celebrate someone named Alan. French Toast Day. Thanksgiving Day. Greeting Card Day. Maize Day. Day of Listening, National Flossing Day, Personal Space Day. And, I was like, we're probably coming close. Because I'm on November 30th. And done. That's it. That's all of the National Food Days that exist in November. We do not have to have a food dude that is on this list. I made it anyway. Anyway, that Bavarian cream pie joke is a callback. And if you're old enough to know, you know. Okay. So, as we're looking at this, we kind of got to ask ourselves, like, what's the point here, right? Like, what are we wanting to do? I kind of like the idea of movie theater. And I like the idea of November days. Here is one thing we absolutely can remember also. November is the first month that I will be doing this sticker pack and not giving away any of them at the market. And what that means is we have a little bit more freedom to be a little more high concept or insane, because these are 100% for you, the audience and the patrons. So there is no like downside here. Like, we can do basically whatever we want and get away with it completely. It's all about what you guys want this month. The carver could be the cutter with the pizza wheel cutters instead of hands. So, like, he is a pizza wheel cutter, but he also has pizza wheel cutter hands? Because I'm not saying no to that. I'm just trying to make sure I understand what we're saying here. Because, like, my initial thought here might have been something a little more like turkey with a knife set, carving set. But that's not on the screen because I drew it and you have Notepad. So these are my little doodles. I didn't think of what to make him. Okay. I was like, I drew a little doodle of he's got pizza cutter head and little pizza cutter hands. And I was like, he's almost like a food terrorizing cyborg. Like, I will make anything. It doesn't matter. This is one of those things I've been thinking about a lot lately. Like, what is my niche, so to speak? What is my like defining trait as an artist? And I'm like, my defining trait as an artist is that I'm a dummy who will doodle anything. Like, that's who I am. I like that he's a pitchfork of pizza cutter, so his head is a pizza cutter, and so are also both of his hands. I do too, and it kind of fits in with the like slasher villain craziness. Like, is he just one giant cutter? Like, yeah. So here's we're gonna go behind the curtain in Crazy Batland. Not only is he a slasher villain who is a pizza cutter with pizza cutter hands, in my brain, he's like a Cenobite. He's a pizza cutter Cenobite. And again, if you're old enough to know, you know. So like full on leather outfit, maybe a little apron, like a villain out of The Tick. That's a lot more fun than what I was thinking. I think we're going to go that route. I think we're going to start with the carver is a pizza cutter with pizza cutter hands. We're starting there. So no more pilgrim, no more turkey. We're erasing them from existence. Full blown pizza cutter dude. We got pizza cutter dude. And we got a nacho stoner. So we have 2. We're at 2 out of 6. We're a third of the way done. That's good. We're doing good. Make the hand cutters powered like the Evil Dead chainsaw. Little engine. Dead before dawn on Dead Before Dawn. Okay. So stoner nachos, totally gonna be a thing. We're going to stoner nachos, pizza cutter dude. So pizza cutter face. I like that. That's a good Cinnabite name. Or is it his Cinnabun name? I can hold it for forever. So we have a pizza cutter and nachos. Are we going to full on embrace movie theater food? Because if we're going to, and I'm okay either way, like I'm not sold on any idea, I'm brainstorming. It does limit us, and as I have said many times in the past, fences make creativity. But I can tell you, I have found already a website that is the 17 most popular movie theater snacks. And these are all candy. Pizza is on the list. Nachos is on the list. I'm skipping over the candy. Slushies. We got pretzel bites. Man, you skip over the candy and you get down to popcorn fast. I think here we go. Here's just the menu at a Regal movie theater. Regal theaters are pretty old school style theaters. They're like the old Warenberg theaters. So, what type of food do they have? Hot dogs, some have burgers. I actively avoid eating at the movie theater. But I think we can get away with just about anything that's a concession stand food, right? So we know we've got, let's hide you for now. We know we got nachos. That one's done. We're gonna put that down that side. So popcorn. We're obviously gonna use popcorn, right? Pickles. Pickles could work. Pickles are fine. Popcorn is the top tier movie theater snack. It's a classic for a reason. Yeah, it was obviously number 1 on the list. The list was just counting down. And once you got rid of all the candy on, like, this is like snow caps, like Red Hots. The Regal I go to has an espresso cafe in it now. That's sad. Warenberg. Sorry, I'm not endorsing Warenberg movie theaters. I just spent a lot of time in one. For reasons. When we were still engaged, my ex-wife worked at a Warenberg movie theater and was going to school on the opposite side of the state. So on the weekends, I would drive out to see her and would have to wait for her to get off work. And I spent a lot of time at her movie theater playing Time Crisis on the light gun arcade game. All right, so it looks like most movie theaters now have chicken tenders. And pretzel bites are also seem pretty popular now. I don't think I've ever in my entire life had a pretzel bite. Mozzarella sticks. So, is movie theater food and bar food just the same thing? Because sliders are on this list. Fries. Donut holes. Hot dogs. That's everything you can get at an AMC theater. Could do a full pretzel instead of bites. Yes. I think I would rather do a full pretzel. I think I can draw a pretzel. Pretzels look something like this. Right? Oh, I'll figure it out. I'll use reference art. I don't know what pretzels look like. I've never made a pretzel in my life. I think they have little butt shapes. I don't know. But yeah, let's do pretzel. Let's put pretzel where we got nachos and popcorn. We know. I'm just gonna go ahead and circle pretzel. Pretzel's gonna be one of our things. We'll figure out which one these get assigned to at a different time. I didn't put pizza on this list because I just assumed that pizza would be replaced by pizza cutter. By the carver. You almost had it. Oh yeah, thanks. I think the food vibe is you can cook this in a deep fryer or a microwave, no ovens or griddles. That's what I think is, you're probably right. I think it's like this. That's what a pretzel looks like, I think. Like that. Here's the thing is I kind of want to do pickles. But keeping with that, like what Yeti Detective just pointed out, you can put it in a deep fryer or a microwave. I don't know, do they do full-size pickles or do they do pickle chips, like the deep-fried breaded pickle chips at the movie theater? Surely you can do just a pickle, right? You can do a pickle at the baseball game. Baseball games and movies are the same thing, except for one forces you to make out on the big screen if you get caught randomly. The other one is a movie theater. Baseball's weird, y'all. So I think I am going to pick pickles, and I think I'm probably going to do a full-size pickle. Just because I want to. I'm Pickle Rick, y'all! So that's 5. I'm going to go ahead and say let's not do a hot dog because there's a Frankfurter fryer in the Cookout Crusaders. And we're doing food dudes in a slasher flick. So I'm torn between like mozzarella sticks and donut holes as the one I would lean towards. Yeah, giant pickles are a thing. Like I love pickles. I like pickles. Tammy pickles. Angelica pickles. Stu pickles. Drew pickles. That's the family from the Rugrats. I'm in a mood tonight, guys. I don't know if you can tell. I'm in a weird place today. Saturday was pretty exhausting. I'm not going to lie. I'm ready for the market to kind of be done. The closer we get to the election, the more emotional energy it takes to be at the market. But I enjoy going to the market, enjoy seeing the people who come out to see me, enjoy seeing all of you when you can come out and see me. So it's not like that. It's not like one of those, like the market is bad. It's just, I have opinions that do not necessarily, how do I put this? My experiences and viewpoints have put me at odds with a lot of the people around me when I'm at the market. And it's not productive for anyone for me to say anything. So yesterday I was very exhausted, and today I'm still kind of in recovery. But yeah, that's the way it is. It's almost done. The season's almost over, and we got Halloween coming up, and Halloween is always my favorite time of year. So, let's recap. Nachos, popcorn, pickles, pretzels, pizza cutter. We need either mozzarella sticks or donut holes. I am willing to flip a coin to make the determination if that is what needs to be done. Do I have a coin? I even happen to have a shiny quarter right here on my desk. So, heads, we're going to do donuts. Tails, we're going to do mozzarella sticks. Unless there are any objections. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Flippy, flippy, flippy. It's heads. I guess we're going with donut holes. Donut holes. Yay! Mozzarella sticks are just breaded poop sticks anyway. Like, you know, if you draw a mozzarella stick, you're just like, do. I've got breading and poo on me. Could do a full donut. I think I probably will do a full donut, actually. It'll be meta humor. We'll know that donut is a movie theater donut. So now we've got our list. And we've got about half an hour left on tonight's stream. So we know our slasher killer is the pizza cutter carver. Pizza carver. Dun, dun, dun. And I think we all know our final girl is going to be the popcorn. Because that's just the way it is, right? Like, I don't even know that I would legally be allowed to do anything else. And we know that our fool stoner is Nachos. Wear a little hoodie. So, that leads us with athlete, scholar, other lady. Which of the remaining foods feels the most athletic to us? Like, who would win in a foot race? Donut, pretzel, or pickle? That's a real question for y'all. Donut, pretzel, or pickle? Oh, I cracked myself up and I don't even know why. I think, to me, as a person, I feel like the least fat. That's what I was going to say, pickle. I was like, I think pickle is the most athletic food on the list by virtue of it's not just bread dough, deep fried or steamed, right? Like a pickle is actually a plant. So, which, if we do pickle for athlete, now we have to ask ourselves, which one is more scholarly? And I'm going to make the donut the most scholarly one, because the donut for the other lady feels... Pickle would win in a foot race, but pretzel would win at shot put. Okay, which one is most likely to drive a motorcycle off of a cliff into an energy barrier? That's a real question. I'm going to make the scholar the donut because the other one feels like the more obvious joke. And so, do I not know how to spell pretzel? I don't know how to spell pretzel. So I'm going to make the pretzel the final character. Unless anyone has any objections to this listing. I just feel like there's some safety room to tread there that way. So we got a little pickle wearing a Letterman's jacket, maybe. And like a little, donut nerd with glasses. I had this a second ago. Like this. That's why I'm screwing it up. It goes around. Oh, I trust your intuition. I had it a little bit ago. I knew how to draw a pretzel, and now it's gone from my brain again. I'm just gonna Google something over here for no reason at all whatsoever. You know, it doesn't matter what it is that I'm Googling. Just a real quick Google. Oh, that's why I can't figure it out. They wrap around each other. So it's like that. Do. I'm wearing a low-cut dress. Okay. This is gonna be crazy. And then for the art print, I guess we'll do like like another movie theater poster kind of art print. So like maybe our Carver silhouetted by the moon. And like a old abandoned house thing. Maybe with like a movie theater sign. or something like that, and our cast running away. Something like that, you know, real simple art. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a good time with this theme. I can feel it in my bones. And I'll have to come up with a really good tagline like, they just wanted to catch a flick, and he just wanted to catch a bite. No. Something like that. Maybe. What if, hang on, I'm going to redo this. What if instead of having one robot chainsaw hand, he was also carrying a seat on the big screen? What if he was also carrying a chainsaw, like a big chainsaw pizza cutter with his pizza cutter hands? Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre style. So I don't know what just happened there. So yeah, what if, yeah, so he's thinking maybe we do it landscape style. And just have our people watching a movie. Like, rah, just blood everywhere. Like MST3K style. Like silhouetted in the foreground there. Something like that could be a possibility. That could be fun. Yeti Detective, feel free to weigh in. You are exactly 50% of the people who get a print. I've had some people say they might want to sign up to get a print for the October, though. The only print I have handy is the Shadow of the Smorlock print, my copy of it. Just in case anyone is wondering what I'm talking about. This is the Shadow of the Smorlock print. It's an 8x10. Oh, wait. Nope, I do have my copy of the September print, also handy. I know my copy of the August print is over behind my plotter in a frame right now. And my copy of the October print is out in my car because it's currently being used on the display at the market. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything landscape yet. I've thought about doing some landscape stuff before. So definitely could have something like that. Although, if we did a movie poster for the print, I might do I am Yeti Detective and I approve of this print. Which print? I've doodled 2 of them. Here is the compromise I'm willing to make, though. You have both of those prints, or you should. Actually, I know for a fact you do have both of those prints because you picked one of them up from me in person. Here is the compromise that could go into this. If I do movie theater poster for the official art print, when I package the Patreon rewards, I could do all of them in the movie theater, watching the movie as the card that goes with the Patreon rewards. And then it's like they're at their own movie premiere for our movie, The Carver. Coming to a theater near you. Also, it gives me a chance to do a fake movie poster. The movie with Bite. The movie with Bite! Oh! I like it. This is the only thing about that makes me sad is that we didn't make him a vampire. Oh. I like this idea of doing this way with doing both of them basically as a different print. One as a full size 8x10 print and one as a 6x4 or 5x7 print, depending on how I do them. This will be the second fake movie theater poster, like movie poster I've done. And there is a part of me that regretted not taking the opportunity to do the credits on the Eldritch Breakfast Club poster, because I know that I could have made a lot of really good puns in the cast and crew credits names. Mash up. Really, that's, I think, what I've come to the conclusion of is I am a mashup artist. Okay, so let's recap where we're at, because it's 5:15. We have about 15 minutes left of the stream, and I think we've been very productive today. The theme for November is going to be movie theater dudes in a slasher flick, and it's going to be awesome. We've got a popcorn final lady, final girl. We've got a nacho stoner. We've got a pickle athlete. We've got a donut scholar. We've got a pretzel woman of questionable virtue. And we've got the pizza carver. I might come up with a better way of addressing this trope before we really get down to drawing that sticker. I don't want to offend anyone. Vampire pizza cutter. Yeah. Why not? Why not just go ahead and really bring it in? So he's a pizza cutter head with pizza cutter hands with a chainsaw pizza cutter. Vampire. There's no reason not to. We get to be as crazy as we want this month. So, I like the idea of food dudes going to their own movie premiere because it implies a red carpet scenario. Very much, yes. Oh man, and I'll have more time in November. I could do an animation. I really wanted to do an animation all summer, and I just have not had enough time to do an animation all summer. But I'm going to get 4 hours a week back in just time that I have spent cutting free stickers all summer long. Not to mention the 15 hours a week I spent at the market. So I'll have some more time to work on some bigger projects this winter. And maybe we'll do a real basic, like, bounce it along the screen animation sequence. Could be a lot of fun. This is gonna be fun. November's gonna be a good month. All right, so we have nailed our theme. We have planned our stickers, roughed our print, and I think we've had a good time doing it. Thank you all for coming out and joining me. Monday is in the bag, I think. I will be back on Wednesday at 4 p.m., 4 to 5:30. We'll start working on... I'm going to start working on the carver. I'm going to start with the pizza guy. We're starting with the pizza dude. That's where we're going to start on Wednesday. So if you want to join me on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Central Daylight Time, I will be here. If you are not currently a member of the Patreon and you would like to make sure you get your hands on these stickers, or if you would like to get your hands on, let's say, a anxious scarecrow or an ADHD gremlin, or perhaps Neurospicy Frankenstein, any other member of the Monster Support Group, you have until the end of the month to join the Patreon. If you are not currently subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Do me a favor and like this video and share it with at least 2 friends and force them to share it with 2 friends, who are then forced to share it with 2 friends by virtue of social contract, until we have pyramid schemed the entire internet into watching this one live stream video. That's the way capitalism works, baby. Thank you all again for your support. Thanks to my patrons for enjoying the stupid little doodles that I doodle enough to give me some money for it. I appreciate that. It goes a long way to helping me become independent and stable again. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Monday evening. I'll be back on Wednesday. I hope to see you then. And until then, as always, remember to please, 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 please